Welcome to episode 17 of the Queen's Lariat podcast. I'm your host, AJ, and in today's episode, I'm going to review some of the matches from the 5-star Grand Prix. But first, if you like this type of women's wrestling content, please like and follow on X, and like, subscribe, and share on YouTube at Queen's Lariat. Okay, so before I start my review, I'm just going to go over some of the rules and some of the facts about the 5-star Grand Prix, just in case you are not familiar with them, or if you're new to Stardom, or if you're interested in watching Stardom. So, the 5-star Grand Prix is a round robin tournament. If you don't know what a round robin tournament is, it's basically a tournament where everybody wrestles everybody. It started in 2012. The tournament is divided into two blocks. You have the blue star and the red star. The winner of the blue star faces the winner of the red star in the finals. The winner of each block is determined by a point system. 2 points for a win, 1 for a draw, and 0 for a loss. The winner of the 5-star Grand Prix gets a World of Stardom Championship match. And usually that's at I think Dream Queendom at the end of the year. But that's just some of the facts here. Some of the former winners include Io Shirai, Kairi Hojo, Tony Storm, Miyu Iwatani, Hana Kimura, Utami Hayashishita, Suri, Julia, Suzu Suzuki, and Micah. All right, let's get into our review here. So, the way I watched the match, I didn't watch them all in order. I watched 2 from the red star block and 2 from the blue star block, and I just picked them at random kinda. So the first match I watched was Bozilla versus Miyu Amasaki. And the winner of this match was Bozilla. A couple thoughts from this match is it was a pretty solid match, pretty good match. It wasn't like anything crazy to write home about. This was the first match I've seen of Bozilla in Stardom, and she looks good. She just reminded me of the Bozilla that was in Marigold. To be honest, she's still got that same fiery personality. She still looks like an unstoppable force to me. And as I said, when she was in Marigold, a couple years, it's going to be difficult for people to stop her once she really starts, really starts getting some experience under her belt. It's gonna be hard for people to stop her. But yeah, I liked the match. It was a solid match. Miyu Amasaki was, of course, fighting from underneath the whole time. Um, of course, she had trouble with Bozilla's size, and once again, Bozilla won this match. All right, our next match we had was I viewed Saray versus Konami. This match was a banger. If you know anything about Konami and anything about Saray, they are both extremely, extremely hard hitters. And this match was basically that. A couple spots I want to point out in this match was a spinning back fist that Konami did. It looked brutal. And of course, Saray, she did that basement drop kick she always does, and it always looks so horrible in a good way. Like it looks like she just pinpoints and like a missile and goes straight for the head. But once again, this was a very, very good match with the surprise winner in Konami beating Sare. So that was the second match I watched. Very good. The next match I watched was Azumi versus Rina. This was another good match. Of course, it was a very fast-paced match. The type of matches Azumi is known for. She looked very good in this match. Of course, she got the win. Um, After a couple of false finishes from both competitors, Rena really impressed me in this match. She was keeping up with Azumi. She was pretty much going toe to toe with her in this match. And like I said, it was a very good match. So that was the third match I watched. And then the final match I watched was Sai Kamatani versus Hanan. And once again, another good match that saw Sai Kamatani getting the win over Hanan. I said this before and I'll say it again. Sai Kamatani is one of my personal favorite wrestlers, point blank period, in the world. Hanan is one of my favorite wrestlers in Stardom. And I think in a couple years, Hanan is probably going to win that red belt. But once again, Saya Kamatani looking extremely impressive. And one thing I really like about her moveset is that pump kick. That pump kick is probably the best looking pump kick I've seen from anybody. And Hanan just looked terrific as always. Overall, the 4 matches I watched were pretty darn good. And the 5-star tournament looks like it's going to be another good one this year. Once again, this was part 1 of the tournament. I'll go back and watch more matches, and I'll probably do another review at the end of the tournament when the finals happen. I also plan on doing another video about the Dream Star Grand Prix in Marigold. I am very excited to watch that, and I'm very excited to watch more 5-star tournament matches. But anyways, once again, if you like this kind of women's wrestling content, I also do superstar spotlights. Please like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. And like, share, and follow us on X at Queen's Lariat. Thank you. I'm out.